Once upon a time, there lived Javid, a young man from Pakistan who was deeply in love with a mysterious girl named Gao's son Fung from China. Javid had never met Gao in person, but they had fallen in love over the internet and had been talking to each other for months. One day, Javid decided to travel to China to finally meet Gao and confess his love to her. When he arrived, he found that Gao lived in an old abandoned house on the outskirts of the city. Despite the eerie atmosphere, Javid was filled with excitement and went to her house. Gao welcomed Javid with open arms, and they spent the next few days getting to know each other better. Javid was in heaven and couldn't believe his luck. However, as the days passed, Javid started to notice something strange about Gao. She never slept, never ate, and had an unusual obsession with death and the afterlife. One night, Javid woke up to find Gao standing over him with a knife. She told Javid that she was a ghost, cursed to roam the earth for all eternity, and that she needed a living sacrifice to break the curse. Javid tried to escape, but was unable to do so as the doors and windows were locked from the outside. Gao slowly approached Javid with the knife and told him that she loved him too much to let him go. In a moment of desperation, Javid closed his eyes and prayed for help. When he opened his eyes again, Gao had disappeared and the house was empty. Javid never saw Gao again and returned to Pakistan, haunted by the memories of his terrifying experience. He never spoke of his encounter with Gao, but he knew that she would always be a part of him, a love that transcended even death. Javid never spoke of his experience with Gao again, but the memories continued to haunt him. He was constantly plagued by nightmares of her ghostly figure and her obsession with death and the afterlife. Despite this, Javid couldn't shake the feeling that he was meant to be with Gao. Years went by, and Javid tried to move on with his life. He got married and had children, but the memories of Gao never faded. One day, Javid received a strange package in the mail from China. Inside was a letter from Gao, written in an old, ancient script that Javid couldn't understand. Determined to unravel the mystery of Gao's past and her obsession with death, Javid traveled back to China. When he arrived, he discovered that Gao's house was still standing and had become a place of pilgrimage for those seeking answers about the afterlife. Javid entered the house, and as soon as he stepped inside, he was consumed by an overwhelming sense of dread. The walls were covered in strange symbols and writing, and Javid could hear whispers in the air, as if the spirits of the dead were calling out to him. Suddenly, Javid saw Gao's ghostly figure standing in front of him. She told him that she had been cursed by a powerful sorceress to roam the earth for all eternity, and that the only way to break the curse was for someone to love her enough to sacrifice their life for hers. Javid was torn between his love for Gao and his fear of the unknown. He tried to escape the house, but the doors and windows were sealed shut. As Gao's ghostly figure slowly approached him with the knife, Javid realized that he had no choice but to face his fears and make the ultimate sacrifice for the one he loved. In a moment of pure love and desperation, Javid closed his eyes and let Gao claim his life. When he opened his eyes again, he found himself in a strange, otherworldly realm where Gao was waiting for him. She told him that she had broken the curse and that they would be together forever in the afterlife. Javid was consumed by fear and love as he realized that he would be trapped with Gao for all eternity in a place where death was just the beginning of a new existence, and where love transcended even the boundaries of death itself. In the end, Javid realized that his love for Gao was not just a curse, but a blessing in disguise. He learned to embrace the fear and uncertainty that came with the afterlife and found peace in being with the one he loved. The story of Javid and Gao is a reminder that sometimes the greatest fears can lead us to the greatest loves.